Hi and welcome to the yet another powerful episode of the Empowering Women podcast. I am your host, Kosha Shah, and today we had such an important guest with us, Ramya Reddy. She is a Garbhsanskar coach. We talked about so many things like what is Garbhadaan, what is Garbhsanskar, what is the role of the father, what are all the activities that you need to do, what is the duration that you need to plan, like as soon as you think about conceiving, so what lifestyle changes you need to bring into yourself and so much more. So please go through the whole episode and stay tuned. Hi Ramya, thank you so much for being here today on the Empowering Women podcast. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation and coming here and helping me create impact for so many women out there.
Thank you so much for you too, Kosha, for inviting me on this podcast. Thank you so much.
So let's start. So Ramya, how has been your journey? Like, how did your journey into Garbh Sanskar start? Like,
Okay, so my journey as a Garbhsanskar coach is started with my own. Like I'm a woman, and when I went through my first pregnancy, I have gone through a lot relationship issues, and I don't know what to do because right after I got my married in May 2019, I came to know I'm 5 weeks pregnant by the end of June. Like
oh,
just in 1 month, I know I'm pregnant.
okay,
So because of that, we don't know each other because it's an arranged marriage, it's not a love marriage. So we don't know how we are doing, what we want. We know nothing. We just gave into that pregnancy as well because we trusted our parents because they told, okay, fine, it's okay. We will be there. We are there for you. So we will take care. You don't worry. You don't worry about kids. You just give birth and we will take care of everything. That's one thing that I trusted, and I started my pregnancy journey. And even till today, if I just vision or get a vision or get a visualize about my first pregnancy journey, I only think about how I cried, what kind of relationship issues I have faced, all the fights, all these things. I always got experienced all these things. So with that one thing, I decided after giving birth to my first one, no, this is it. This one kid is enough. I don't want anyone else. This is enough for me. So with that, I started as a motherhood had started even before our first wedding anniversary. So by the first wedding anniversary, like 1 year anniversary, I have a 3 months old child.
my
3 months
God,
old child.
right,
So that's how, like, I thought parenting or motherhood is all about struggle. It's not about happiness. It's not about me happily doing my motherhood journey and all the. I never thought of it. But then amazing mentor entered into my life, and that's how, okay, after attending to her calls, to everything, I was very happy. Like this the and that mentor name is Reddy, and we all know each other. So she's amazing person. I came across her profile. I used to attend her free workshops and everything at that time. And after learning, okay, parenting is very easy when we learn it.
right,
If we don't learn it,
right,
there is a need to learn, and if you don't do it, definitely it will become a chaos. That's
right.
one thing I understood. But then one question always struck my mind, and that question is, does really parenting start after birth or after I became mother, like, physically
Right.
giving birth to that child? But then I came to know about Garbhasanskar. Like, I am just going through social media and all Garbhasanskar is there. This is how we need to do and everything. So then I thought, okay, if this is going to really help, then why not I try? Why not I give?
Right.
After the researching and everything, after 2.5 years, we decided again we wanted to change everything. Until then, I'm not sure if I had to have a second kid. But
Right.
then that Garbhasanskar gave me that push.
To have
So
a second child. Right.
yes, so that with that experience, I started my Garbhasanskar journey, and I had my second child. After giving birth to second child, I was like, "What is happening? Okay, fine. Till here, I'm okay. Next, what is next?" But then I remember Riddhi ma'am. So why not I join her classes again? Just free workshops. This is not it. I have to
Right,
learn
right,
something more. With
right.
that intention, when my kid was 3 months old, the second one, I joined parenting. So I took directly plan and I was like, wow, this is amazing. I learned Garbhsanskar and this is really, oh my God, this is
Combination
really,
is like
yes.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, I joined. I never thought I would become a coach in the first place.
Right,
I never thought that. But with the support of ma'am, with the support of community, I felt like, wow, why not I do? Why not I help other mothers
right,
with the knowledge that I have? And I started as a parenting coach, usually in the beginning. And I have also done three teachers training in the schools because parenting is not alone by parents. In
right.
schools, because
Yeah.
most of the time kids are
Children
being
are
at
with teachers, right?
yeah, so I thought, why not I train them also? I did for some time, but then there is something inside my heart that no, this is not it. This is
Right,
not it. I need something more. I
right,
have to do something else. With that in my mind, I finally thought, okay, fine, I'll do Garbhsanskar because I have experienced myself. I
right,
know what it actually does for a mother like me.
right.
So with that, 1.5 year back, almost like 2 years, in next 2 months. I started my journey as a Garbhsanskar coach, and till now I have almost. It's not like I giving birth, but I made other mothers give birth
Give
to their
birth.
children, and almost 200 plus mothers, and I have done
Wow.
almost like several webinars. Over 3,000 plus mothers have attended my workshops, webinars, and it's huge. It all happened.
Wow. I'm so proud of your journey, like Ramya. I,
Thank you.
you know, it feels like so relatable at times. And the situation that you were in, I'm sure there are so many mothers out there,
True.
just after marriage, getting into pregnancy and everything. And, parents are like, trust us, but at the end, you only have to take care of your baby. Nobody else is
Yes,
gonna
yes.
take care
See,
of
no,
your
nobody is
baby.
going to feed the child. Nobody
Yeah,
is going to, remove the diapers, change the diaper. That we
yeah.
have to do because even our
Everything you have
parents
to do. And
are like they are
especially,
aged and they don't know how modern techniques are being, vaccinations and
yeah,
everything.
yeah, of
So
course.
we have to face all this.
Everything. So it's so important to be mentally prepared. I to
Yes,
now
true.
feel after my marriage that we this Bollywood movies, okay? So they corrupt our mind so much for marriage that after marriage everything is gonna be, jingalala and everything is gonna be easy peasy, like all hearts and romance and everything. But that's actually not the case for everybody,
True.
especially.
Very true.
It's like, especially
Yes.
in arranged marriages, it becomes really difficult for girl, boy, both their families, to understand each other, give them their space, their upbringings are different. So I feel that motherhood to प्लान करके ही होना चाहिए बट आई फील
Yes.
मैरिज ऑल्सो मेंटली यू शुड बी प्रिपेयर्ड देन
Prepared.
यू शुड गो फॉर इट इट्स नॉट
Yes.
लाइक कि हाँ चलो आज मन है तो लॉट ऑफ गर्ल्स हैव दिस ड्रीम सिंस चाइल्डहुड टू गेट मैरिड they dream
Yes.
about their marriage day कि हाँ
Yeah.
it will be like this I want this I want this kind of a partner or whatever but then the journey actually starts after marriage especially
True.
for arranged marriage girls
Yes.
and boys both I feel
Yes, both
so
because they don't know each other well and it's new for both
yeah
of them.
exactly
Yeah.
and I feel that after my marriage I got to learn this that it is not a Bollywood movie. You have
Yes.
to get out of it. The faster you get out of it, the easier your life will
It
be.
becomes, yes, true,
Yeah.
very true.
So motherhood though is another level only. So
Yes.
Ramya, like today, when should Garbh Sanskar like actually begin?
So coming to Garbhsanskar, it's not about you after becoming pregnant, you do it. The major thing, according to Upanishads or Vedas, if you could go back to them, it was told that a person, when they think about their marriage, that's the first thing you need to follow. You have to completely, physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. You need to be balanced. And once you get balanced, you choose your partner very wisely. It could be both men and women. And once there is a compatible between their, not everybody is compatible to each and everyone.
Right.
Different kind of mindsets. So they need to. But here, that is getting missed out. Yes, sir. At
Hmm.
least we can't trust that, sometimes we feel like love marriages are better. Sometimes we feel like arranged marriages are better. But there is loopholes in both. It's
Right.
not like this better or that. It's about mindset, how adjusting they are, and how happily, sometimes men should adjust. Sometimes women should adjust. It is a relationship. It's like,
Right.
we have to do it very
Yeah, both
cohesively,
of
and
them should be adaptable and
yes,
adjustable.
adaptabilities should be there. But that is not happening now because they don't think about, they only think about finances, their background. Okay, this is same caste, same religion. Yeah, if of course we have to check for them. And I totally agree. But even before you check for financial status or something, check your mindsets.
Right.
Because if you have, you don't need to have like mindset, but you need to have adjusting mindset. Because adaptability, no two persons will be thinking same way. So you need to have adjusting capacity, patience, and everything, and the opposite person should have to. And
Of course.
when there is a mutuality, understanding, and everything, then these person will get okay for the marriage. And after marriage, when they have to take some time as a couple, they have to understand each other, they have to get ready for the parenting, they have to know about parenting. This is what Garbhsanskar says. You get married, and you just don't even think about parenthood or anything, you just become pregnant. This is not the way. After marriage, once you think about, okay, I need to give birth to the baby, you need to take at least 90 to 180 days span. You both sit
Okay.
together, you cleanse again your physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional bodies, and you get ready, and then you plan for pregnancy. And once you plan for pregnancy, when that soul enters their body, that's another level. After that exactly starts for the baby Garbhsanskar. When baby comes, the Garbhsanskar is different. But before even, so this is how Garbhsanskar starts. It's not about you become pregnant and you start your journey. It's
Journey.
about before you just think about, okay, I need to get married. That is the first stage. Anyway, that is getting skipped. At least after marriage, okay, now we need to get become parents. We wanted to give birth to a child, and that is when you need to at least take here this step, preconception stage. You take 90 to 180 days. You get cleanse all these four areas. You get balance. We are not talking about perfection. Most of the times, what they think, okay, I need to be financially good, perfect. They see about financial things. And
Right.
of course, we in these days, if there is no financial stability, it's not at all, because
Easy. Yeah.
schools, lakhs of rupees they need. That's very important. They need to check. But more than this financial, it's about your mental health. It's about your emotional health. It's about your physical health, because this physical body is where the baby is getting grown. The
Right.
woman body, it's very important. And spirituality, everyone wants a child who is very calm, very divine, very, that. But if the parents are not emotionally stable, then how can they actually give it a calm, supportive child? That's not going
Right.
to happen, right? So
Right.
preconception stage is the best thing. If you have the opportunity, start with your Garbhasanskar. This we called as Garbhadaan Sanskar. Preconception stage we call Garbhadaan Sanskar,
Garbhadaan.
and in the pregnancy we call Garbhasanskar. So
Okay.
Garbhadaan Sanskar is the best thing to begin with.
Right. So to sum it up all, minimum a couple should give 90 to 180 days, that is 3 months to 6 months,
Yes,
before they even plan for a baby. So when
baby.
they
Yes,
want to plan a baby, they should at least give them 3 to 6 months so that they can, cleanse themselves, both women and
yes.
men, both, or only
Men,
women?
both.
Both
No, both. Seed
themselves.
comes from men.
Both, right.
We have a egg,
Egg.
and they have the seed. So Bija Sanskara should be followed by the man, and Garbhadhana Sanskara should be followed by women. Both together, they have to do it combinedly.
Okay. So they have to cleanse themselves physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So if you can take us through, like, what is the 6 months journey like for men and women individually?
So first of all, when we take men, okay, let's take, so they might have other habits like smoking and drinking. They should quit that first
Hmm.
step, and then their emotional state, very important, because men are going to carry DNA, the
Hmm.
genetical imprints, before they get conceived. before, even we call the conceive, even for men we describe it as they conceive.
Conceive,
Okay,
right.
so the conception before they conceive their fatherhood or anything, they have to first clean physically, emotional state, very important emotional. If they have, because here our genes are like, information centers.
Hmm.
Every DNA has genes and they carry certain information.
Information, right.
And if here the seed which carries the DNA has emotional instability imprints, what happens? The same
Same.
imprints are
Hmm.
going to be for the
There in the
baby.
babies,
So
right.
here, and then spirituality. According to the vibrations, energy, aura, we attract the soul. Here in Garbhadaan Sanskara, it is very clearly stated that kids choose us. Our
Hmm.
child chooses us according to our vibration, according to our aura, according to our energy, and also according to the karmic bandhan or
Hmm.
whatever we call it, according to the karmic relationship with us. A soul chooses, okay, these are the people. If I choose them as my parents, I am going to attain moksha. That's the ultimate goal for any soul.
Right, right.
So these are the people going to help me. And I'm so happy to be born for them. With that
Hmm.
intention, that soul chooses.
So this, right.
Right? So spiritual energy is very important. Without the spiritual energy, you might attract any kind of soul. It's not, that is not required, right? That is not what we want. We want to attract a divine soul, like Prahlada, like Abhimanyu. We wanted to attract those kind of souls and we have to become that person. Because if we don't become that person, according to our energy, we actually attract. So
Right.
that is why spirituality is very important. And then physical body, they should be very fit, they should be very energetic, they should be very active, no bad habits, because every genetical imprint is going to be in that seed. So
Right.
seed should be very nurtured. We
No.
have to nurture that seed properly. That comes from. So here, meditation, yoga, balancing their vata, pitta, kapha, doshas, and also sapta dhatus. There are seven dhatus. All those cleansing all those seven dhatus. We prepare the men first, and then coming to women. If you could see, our garbhasaya or our womb is the place where we carry so many emotional imprints,
True.
so many emotional imprints, because you can see if we are stressed out our periods get affected.
True.
If we are if we are, even when we are happy it gets affected, either
Hectic.
it comes fast or it gets delayed. Why this happens? Women, whenever they are stressed out, why it happens on the period only? Why it only applies on that period cycle? This is because we carry all that emotional thing in
Hormonal
our
things
womb.
in our womb, right.
And this place, the Garbhasaya, you see, Garbhasaya, Garbhalaya, Garbhasaya, Garbhalaya. It's not a coincidence. Our ancient rishis or sages have thought a lot. The womb of a woman is very conscious, highly conscious. It's like she's carrying whole universe in her womb, and that's in that universe the child is growing. Now
Right.
for 9 months it is getting nurtured, right?
Right.
Now that place is like a temple. Why
Hmm.
we call it temple? Because that ancient sages and everyone, they thought that same consciousness they need to the human beings need to experience again. For that purpose they created Garbhalaya.
Hmm.
That is how Garbhalaya came. When we go to Garbhalaya, how we feel the temple, the
Hmm.
main
Hmm. Hmm.
sanctum, we feel
Right.
very energetical, high
We
vibration.
feel very
Whatever,
pure. Yeah.
yeah, whatever we feel exactly there, that is exactly what the representation of a Garbhasaya. They took this Garbhasaya as a, what we call the, uh, plan, like plan, you can see architecture
Yeah,
plan.
yeah, yeah.
They took that and they created that Garbhalaya. That's how powerful is our womb.
Oh, right.
So this womb should be with divine energies, with so much vibrations and everything. So that's why spiritually they need a mother should cleanse. And then physical body. This is the physical body is going to take care of this
Yes.
physical, the child's physical body. So have to have good food, not any other food. You have to identify what kind of dosha you have, like vata pitta kapha, what kind of dosha you have. You have to balance all the doshas. Again, here we have to also see emotional, sattva, raja, tamo guna. So we also analyze the gunas and we will see, okay, this is the guna she has most. She has to suppress this. She has to become this kind of guna. So here, these all kind we do, we cleanse all the things, and also we as mother or woman, we have gone through a lot from the childhood. We carry each and every emotion inside us. So
Right.
that emotions which are not required, we make them
Get rid
sure they
of
are
them.
deleted. Even before they conceive, they need to get deleted. So here, this way, we cleanse both men and women. We help them, and then they become, actual parents, actual divine mother and
Hmm.
father, and then they attract the divine soul and they get conceived.
Okay. My God, the process is so huge.
Yes.
And it's like, it's
No,
more than
actually,
I
it
feel,
looks like,
preparing yourself for marriage. For marriage, it's just like venue, dresses, everything. I feel this
yes,
is like altogether more than marriage. Like you
yes,
have
it's,
to like completely change your personality, maybe, or just be so prepared.
yes.
So, what key aspects should a couple focus on before planning a child?
See, definitely, first thing, what are they? What are they want to become? Why do they want to become parents? Why they wanted to choose to become parents? These are the first things they need to answer. Who are they? What are they? Why do they want to become a parents? After answering these three questions, then jump to the process. Start the process. Without knowing these 3 points, who am I? What am I doing in my life? And why do I need to become? Because rising a child, you're not rising a child alone. You are rising a future generation of this country. This country is going to become on that generation, stable on the
Right,
generation. The generation is very important, what we are creating. So you're not alone creating a child. See, we are not growing, we are not allowing them to grow in a confined room. This confined room, I'm not keeping my child here, you grow here, I'm not telling. They are going out, they're learning, they're being in the society. That means we are giving birth to a generation.
right.
Now you need to answer these three questions. Then you will understand what kind of a generation you wanted to give birth to, what kind of a person you wanted to give birth to. And once you give that, then you go through this physical body, emotional body, mental body, and spiritual body balances, and then start your process.
So,
Yes.
like, how you said that why they want to become parents.
Hmm.
So, what should be the ideal answer? Like, why do they want to become parents?
They should become parents because they wanted to. It should not be like society want them to become a parent. My
Hmm.
mother is asking, my friends are come asking. Okay, it should not be. They wanted to carry their genes. They wanted a person so that this is my future.
Right,
Because we are here, taken a human birth, we need to reproduce.
right.
That's a birth cycle. It's like a
Hmm.
birth cycle. You need to reproduce. And once you know, okay, I wanted to become mother because I want to become a mother. It's not because my mother wants me to
Society
become, or
wants it.
it's
Right,
not my friend wants to be for being, or it's not my husband want me to become a mother. I want to become mother because I wanted to.
right.
I wanted to nurture a child. I wanted a person to call me a ma. Amma. In Telugu we call Amma.
Amma.
Or Hindi we call Ma.
Right,
I want a person to call me that.
right,
And I wanted to give to this society the best person I can. A future generation. I'm going to contribute to country.
right.
So this way you need to think. This could be your answer. It should not be like everybody. I got married 5 years back, 3 years back. I got married, so I have to give birth anyway.
Right,
No,
right,
don't do
right.
that. And of course, one more thing. So many couples will plan like financially. We are very stable now. We will give birth. No,
Mm, that is also
don't do
not
that.
the correct
Financial,
reason. Right.
okay. Financial is definitely needed, but that alone should not be your concern.
Right answer.
And without preparation, I'm financially okay now. I will give birth. No.
So, how does parents' habits, stress influence the baby even before the conception?
Okay, I'll take one example. This is a research that has been done in Western society, like in European countries during 1970s or 80s.
Okay.
Not exactly. I have when I am doing this prenatal psychology, we call it. When I'm doing it, I have gone through this example. So there is a mother. They took this mother as an example. Like she was smoking. She has a habit of smoking before pregnancy, and even after pregnancy, till like fourth month or fifth month, she used to have that habit. She
Yes.
used to smoke. So after choosing her, they chose her. Okay, fine, they chose her, and they force her to, they have make her understand you should not do it. You should, it will happen, affect the baby. They, there is a mission called, we call it as NST and other missions. They put and they check the NST is where they check the heartbeat of the baby.
Hmm.
They trace the heartbeat, how it's happening. So during her mother is smoking, when she's smoking, they put the heartbeat machine there, and this the baby's heartbeat was very high, like it is beating rapidly, very rapidly, very fastly. And after that, when she stopped, she completely stopped. During her eighth month or so, they took her again, they checked her vitals, and baby heartbeat was normal. Okay, here it is good. But then what they did was, they asked mother, do not say the word outside. They wrote on the paper, smoking. They wrote that word on the paper. Just see that word. Think about that in your mind. Do not even utter single word about this. Do not speak out this word. They told. Just they put all the equipment. They just she thought about thinking just in her mind, smoking, and her baby's heartbeat again beat her very fastly. Just by the thought,
Thought. Right.
just by the mother's thought, just observe how it is beating.
My God.
This is the level of stress is going to affect the baby.
Hmm.
This is why it is very important. And even now, epigenetics, they are researching. Now, whatever the mother eats, whatever the mother's conditions are, that information is going to be on the baby genes.
Okay.
Recently, when scientists
Even
have been,
before the conception.
not conception, after conceiving,
After conception.
conceiving. So what happens now in conception? We all reduce this. We all
Hmm.
completely eliminate, all the stress levels will get dropped and everything is good. But during pregnancy, recently they told that if the mother has higher level of gestational diabetes or diabetes, higher levels, that information is going to be on the baby's genes, and these babies are going to be in the future, they are going to highly, very highly linked to diabetes. They'll get very easy, the diabetes will attack these children very easily,
Right.
because they carry that information in the form of
Right.
epigenetics.
Right.
So that's why it's very important. Every aspect of the mother is going to be on the
Baby.
this on the baby.
Right.
That's what our ancient society, or in our Vedas, that's what Garbhsanskar told. Even in Charaka Samhita, if you see, Charaka has explained everything, like each and every stage of the birthing, and in that he beautifully wrote this. You know, the day 20, the brain and spinal cord. This is the first organ that is formed, brain and the spinal cord, and the neural cells. What are the what is the thing about the neural cells? They collect the information,
Right.
they grasp the information, they store it.
Yes.
That's how our
Yes.
subconscious mind will be working, right?
Right.
So now what happens here? The brain, from the 20th day itself, the brain starts to collect the information from the mother. How? Why?
Hmm.
The moment the brain is formed, it is synchronized, in linked with mother. Whatever the mother's thought, baby's thought.
So, for today's busy couples, how can they practically, involve, like incorporate Garbh Sanskar into their daily routines?
So very simple. When you go home from work, be at home. Don't carry your work into, when you just step into your house, work khatam, there, don't enter. You go into your marital life. Nurture your marital life. Nurture both of them. Spend time, quality time together. And practicing Garbhasanskar is very easy with the mentor. You go every day, they'll give you certain things. You will start your day beautifully. And here, stress is getting avoided, because every day you practice
Hmm.
something, it will remind your mind, okay, I have to be very stressed. This is where I need to concentrate. This is where I don't need to concentrate. They'll get a clarity. And then You will be happily improving your relationship. You become better person every day. You become very, very calm, patient, and you'll get ready for the pregnancy. Pregnancy happens naturally, Kosha. It's not like someone should push or not. It happens naturally. Our
Yeah, because
body know
both of
what
them
to
are
do.
happy and
Yeah.
things are getting cleansed. So I
Yeah.
feel
So obviously it will happen.
right, right. So how should the home environment be prepared, like before planning for a child?
So first of all, it should be very decluttered. No clutter anywhere. So cluttering doesn't mean that the house there is any dust. So home environment should be dust free. Why dust free? Dust is what gets us infected, right?
Hmm.
So
Right.
be very cleansing. Home should be very vibrational and always have people around who actually be positive in their life. They
Hmm.
make you become positive. When you talk to them, you become very energized. No matter how much low in your day, just by talking to them, you become very free of that kind of people should be in and around your house.
Right.
Very positive, no chaos, no nothing. And also always keep your things very clean. This is very important. Okay, it should not be like it should be very tight, always sitting in AC. It's not going to work. Sometimes, open windows, let the air come
Air
in.
coming. Right.
It should be very light, not like, these tube lights. Natural light should be flowing into the house.
Right.
These are the physical space cleansing. And the second cleansing is our mind. Don't have all other thoughts which are really not helping us. Always try to release by
Hmm.
practicing healing, emotional healing, all these things.
What is the ideal duration and mode of learning?
Huh? I
What is
didn't
the
get
ideal duration to
duration.
incorporate Garbhsanskar every day into your life? And the mode of learning.
See, mode of learning when it comes to Garbhasanskar, it's not about Garbhadaan Sanskar. Garbhadaan Sanskar, you can go and do, no problem. If
Okay.
there are centers offline, it's okay. But most of the times are happening online. It's very flexible. You don't
Right.
need to go anywhere. It's simply sitting in your house. You can
Yeah,
learn
yeah.
on your own time and space. This is the best option always because
Right.
you don't need to get stressed. Okay, where should I go? What are these people charging? Okay, I have to go every day. I need to travel.
Yeah.
See, traveling is the biggest problem if you go to
Problem.
metropolitan cities.
Right. True.
Small towns, it's okay. Even in small towns, early morning, sending
Yeah, yeah.
child or having work, they need to get ready by 9 o'clock. They'll come so late at night. So all these kind of problems will be solved if you choose online. It's the
Right.
best thing. And duration, like I said, 90 to 180 days. Okay. Either you choose in the morning time, early morning time is the best thing because morning time it will be very calm, no
Hmm.
chaos
Right.
and also the environment will be very positive. You see morning time it is very calm and
Yeah.
composed,
Right,
so
right.
that's the best time
The
also
world
for
is
you to
sleeping.
practice.
So yeah.
And also morning first thing you practice upon yourself. It is like a self care. You prep yourself, you're doing something for yourself. Okay, I did
Right.
something for myself. I release all the stress in the morning, first thing in the morning, and you will start the day with so much energy.
Right.
And even when you get some kind of stressful situations, you will be able to handle them very cleverly. Trust me. So now, starting your day with the stressful moments.
Mm.
So morning is the ideal time for you to
So
practice.
like both like husband and wife both have to do the like the
Garbhadaan Sanskar.
Garbhadaan Sanskar, right?
Yes, you usually it is given clearly that both men and women, both partners should participate. But here these days, men will not be. So we don't need to force. We
Okay.
don't need to force. Okay. So what I say is, you learn something as a woman. You will learn. You will learn about food, physical cleansing, and everything. You invite them. You don't need to force them like you. I'm hearing. You should hear her. You come and sit. You don't need to do that. Simply, whatever you are following, you make them follow in their free time. You ask them, okay, today we will spend some quality time with us. Let us spend some quality time. No phones and everything. Let us do something else. Going on a walk, talking for themselves. Okay, talking for themselves, for each other. So these kind of activities we give. So
Hmm.
once they are able to practice those activities, that is enough.
Right.
That is enough. That would
So daily, like 30 minutes is enough for this
40 minutes,
body.
at least
30,
40
40.
minutes. Yeah.
Okay. So, are there any specific detoxification, cleansing, or Ayurvedic practices that you
Hmm.
recommend before conception?
Yes. One thing to remove stress, we can go to Shirodhara. Like physical body cleansing, we can go to, Tatradhara. This is very good practice. So
Oh,
these are Ayurvedic detoxification, physical body detoxification and stress removing through these practices. But this is not like, you do throughout your pregnancy or throughout your Garbhadaan Sanskar. That is not required. Occasionally, weekly once, like that, you can take those treatments before you get planned to this pregnancy. This
oh,
will be very useful, these kind of practices. These are two examples, and there are a lot you can go through. Like, you can eat sattvic food. You don't take all the, very spicy food and all. These, Rajas or Tamoguna, what they do, they aggravate our anger issues, or we get very low patience. We don't have that capability of understanding emotional instability, these kind. So when you have this sattvic ahara, you will get a patient, you will be very kind, calm oriented person. So
right.
coming to practicing this satvika thing, and it will be very useful.
Okay. So, for working professionals, what are the non negotiables
Mm.
practices that they should prioritize?
First thing, journaling their thought, non-negotiable at all, because they want to get healed before the baby arrives.
Right.
Without understanding their own thoughts, how their thought process is, how their belief system is, why they are thinking the way they are thinking. Without understanding this, they can't cleanse themselves. What
Hmm.
will help them to understand their belief system or thought process is journaling their thoughts day to day.
Hmm.
Every day. Sit for 10 minutes night before sleeping. Sit for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, journal your thoughts, 5 minutes gratitude journaling. These both things are very important, compulsory rituals. It's like a daily ritual they have to do. Non negotiable at all. No matter where you are, you go to you go to USA, you go to any trip, anywhere, just carry a simple one book and pen. It is going to sit in your purse. It's
Right.
not going to occupy more space or weight as well. Just one book and one pen.
Right.
Carry it with you
Right.
every day. This is non-negotiable. Journaling is very much important.
So, what should they like journal? Like their day, how their day went, or what their
You
thoughts
have,
are?
initially they have to start with how their day went. Morning, how, what did they do? Morning, how, when did they wake up? What did they do? After that, what happened? When they went to working, what happened? There, how did they experience? Did they experience anything else? So all these, initially they have to start with it. And
Okay.
over the time, they will understand what to journal, what not to journal.
Okay. Right.
Over the time, they will get,
Yeah.
this happens today. And I have, when this situation happened, I have gone through this kind of stress.
Hmm.
I have taken this kind of decisions. Maybe that decision might be wrong. If it is wrong, what can I do next time? When these kind of situations arrive, what can I do next time?
Hmm.
If that is correct, why do you think that decision, taking that decision because of that situation is true? You write those. So
Right.
all the time you will be able to do this. So
Right.
until then, just start with simple day-to-day routine. Even though every day is the same, you wake up at 5, you go to walking, you go to, you have breakfast at 8, you go to work at 9, you come back at 5, whatever it is, even if it is same, write it, write it, write
How important is Sattvic food in Garbhsanskar? I was coming to that question.
it. Yes. So sattvic food, first of all, the meaning, sattva guna, means which makes us calmer.
Hmm.
What kind of foods this carry? Fruits, vegetables. Okay. When we do it at home.
Right.
Fruits and vegetables. It doesn't mean that, okay, I'm getting vegetable curry outside somewhere in the curry point. No, it won't
No,
happen.
no.
You
Right.
cook them at home.
Home. Right.
At home. So why we cook at home? Why should we not have that packaged or tinned or high spices? We should not add. Why? Occasionally having spice is good. It's very good. But more of it is not good.
Right.
More of it is never good. So sattvic food, when it comes to sattvic food, which makes you calmer, which makes you full, which nourish your body. These three things should be in that sattvic.
Hmm.
It will become, see, it the food you have at home, vegetables and fruits, it will nourish your body. It
Hmm.
will help you to gain all the protein, mineral, vitamin sources. And then when you cook at home, you keep it very clean. You
Right.
cook properly,
Right.
right?
Your
And
thought
then
process is also clean because you're
when
cooking.
you're cooking, you don't think about, you only concentrate on cooking. When you wanted to take animal protein, and when you have habituated and you don't want to get let go of it, even doctors are supported with it. They will tell, okay, you are telling this, your doctors are asking us to take protein sources. You simply do one thing: do not take meat from outside. You
Hmm.
go, get it freshly cut, you bring it to your home, you cook properly. Don't make it half cooked. Some people will have half boiled. Don't do that. Properly cook at home and have it. Just give it like 10 days once or something like that. Don't
Right.
eat frequently. That's one thing.
Frequently.
Because they get again clashes. Like this is why recently everyone are like, vegetarian, you go that. When we tell them, they are coming back at us, like coming back with these kind of questions. So when you wanted to eat, this comes under sattva. When it comes under sattva, when you cook it at your own home properly, with all the things, then you have it, it will become sattva. You go
Hmm.
outside, you go on the roadside, or you have it in the restaurants, it won't become sattva.
Right.
So at home, it's better. If anyone have that doubt, like non-veg, we are non-vegetarians and we wanted to eat something like that, this could do for them. Yeah.
Does Garbhsanskar differ from first trimester to third trimester?
One thing will differ in Garbhsanskar, that is yoga asanas
Okay. Rest
and the
all.
food. Yeah. Rest all same. Food. Some foods we need to avoid at certain, like pineapple, we need to avoid at first trimester. But when in 9 months, you can have pineapple. So
Okay.
these kind of simple foods,
Okay.
only two, three. And if they have any gestational diabetes or thyroid, then their diet will be changed.
Right.
Apart from this, there will be no other.
Garbhadaan Sanskara and Garbhsanskar. Garbhadaan is like before conception, the 3 months, six
Yes,
months, which you said. And
yes.
Garbhsanskar starts immediately after you conceive, right?
Get pregnant.
So
Yes.
that's the only difference. Or the routines are also different. The things that
No,
they're
routines
supposed
will
to do.
change. Routines will change. Here, Garbhadaan Sanskara, only parents, the wife and husband take care. But in Garbhasanskara, baby comes into existence. You
Right.
influence your baby too. They need to get wisdom. They need to get intuited.
Right.
So you need to influence your child too here. So
Right.
the process will
Routine
become very completely different thing.
different. Are there any specific affirmations, visualizations, or any gratitude practices during this time?
Like I told you, gratitude journaling is one thing you need to, and yes, affirmations and visualizations. These two we not only use for manifestation. These two are manifestation process. These
Right.
two, but also this positive affirmations has very much impact on a body. During Garbhadaan Sanskar, the most you speak about your positivity, the most you speak about yourself in very positive manner, our body starts to act that way.
Mm.
Our physical body starts to act out that way, even our mental body. And when you speak about your baby in positively, affirmations, positive present sentences during Garbhasanskar, when you get pregnant, your baby is going to become that person you speak about.
Right.
You say, lot of mothers, they come to me after, like in postpartum journey, they say, ma'am, I told my baby not to, you should not cry only unless you are hungry, or unless you should not cry, you should not cry at night, you have to sleep very. They manifested all those things when they tell the same things to their baby, and now their babies are exactly that way. There
Is
are a lot of
it?
people, they manifest literally. So this visualization process or affirmations is very, very much, helpful during pregnancy and also during preconception.
Preconception, right.
Yes.
So, how can parents continue these principles even after the baby is born?
See, during pregnancy, they talk to their baby very much. Then you should be like this, you should be like that. You think this way, you are positive. They even don't tell baby that you are this, you are that. Like you have to become this or you have to become that. They only say
Hmm.
you are confident. I
Right,
know you are. I trust you. You are really great person. You are kind hearted. You are. That means they already are that. So now
right,
babies think that is true and they
hmm,
get manifested that way.
right,
Right. So this affirmations or whatever you say during postpartum as well, you have to speak to them the same way. Speak positively to
after the
them,
baby is
sing
delivered.
lullabies. Yeah, you speak to them more. The more you conserve, converse with them, the more you speak to them, the more they become early. Because in a Garbhasanskar, it is said that the first 9 months during that conception, that 40 weeks, that is where your baby's 80% mindset and belief system are getting done. By your mindset, by your belief system, your baby's mindset is going to be fixed at that point. 80%. That means 90 years of their age required belief system or thought process you are giving them during your pregnancy. And the rest 20% that will start once they give birth until 7 years of age. And here from 0 to 7 years of age, their five senses become active.
Right,
They start, it will form in your pregnancy in during our
right,
tummy. When they are in our womb, it starts, it develops completely. But the information grasping through five senses happens after birth.
right,
From then they start, even see babies 3 months they don't see clearly, and
right,
they even don't. And 3 months they try to identify colors, they try to see our faces even clearly just
right.
by touch, words,
Yes,
skin to skin contact. They came to understand, okay, this is my mom, this is my dad. They get
right,
identified. So
right,
that is why even postpartum you need to keep continuing this process.
right. So, what content should couple consume during this period? Books, music, podcasts, spiritual text.
Hmm. See, this is very important because if you could see social media, YouTube, you take Twitter, you take Facebook, lot of people says lot of things. Crime, thriller, horror. See, what kind of things will happen? What happens when we watch these kind of things? Suspense thrillers. We don't know what happens since I should
Yeah,
what
you
happens
are at
next.
the
What
edge of
these
thinking.
serials, these
Yeah,
serials, daily serials, these they at 1/2 an hour time, they get half an hour slot. They don't they don't give, like in Telugu we call katte kotte teche. That means what should be done, what have been done. They don't say clearly. They will drag it. What
yeah,
happens next day? That stress they are going to create till next
yeah,
day.
yeah.
If that won't
True.
stop even next day, it will be carry forward. And
Right,
if you take horror, one moment, okay, calm. One moment, what happens? Our heart skips.
right,
So much stress. So try
right,
to avoid though. That is not required. See,
right,
once upon a time, there is no this much media.
right.
When we are younger, see in television, we used to see, like we used to get this Shaktiman, and
Mm,
used to get this. I used to watch Oswald in Pogo. We get this
right, right,
Mr. Bean. So these kind of Tom and Jerry, these kind of things, they give us fun. They don't give us, like stress or
yes,
anything. We
right.
just watch. We just, okay. We learn
We laugh
something from
and we
it.
forget about it. Yeah,
And forget it. But today it's not like that. They keep on
right.
watching you and these reels scrolling. So be very much aware of what kind of content you're watching. This affects your belief system, your thought process.
Agreed.
Sometimes.
But
But sometimes,
now we are in the age of the social media, okay?
mm,
So now if you are asking like 6 months, you have to at least take time to, conceive,
mm,
like think and then plan and conceive, okay?
mm,
And then 9 months. So it's close to like more than a year. So
mm,
we are used to do this social media thing,
mm,
okay?
mm,
Posting about it, scrollings and everything, watching series on Netflix and everything.
mm,
So don't you think like it's really difficult to cut off from it immediately or gradually also like cut
mm.
off from it?
See, one thing, when we are able to habituate to that,
Hmm.
we are able to forget about it too.
Right. True.
But just the thing that we don't want to do it. This is
Agree.
the one sentence. We don't want to do it.
It's a decision basically.
It's like priority.
Hmm.
Watching this content, we get prioritized instead of having a healthy baby. Then
Like
what happens?
many children today adapt quickly to mobile phones and screens and everything. Is it because the mother or the father has, consumed too much during pregnancy or
Mm,
before
mm.
pregnancy?
It's not about mother or father doing it during pregnancy or preconception. It's about they don't get exposed to during pregnancy, they don't know anything. They
Mm-hmm.
will be hearing noises and all, that's it. They don't know that these gadgets exist.
Right.
But after taking birth, they start observing how their parents are acting,
Mm.
how their parents are watching, how they are using these gadgets. Are they watching it too much? Okay, my mom is watching. That means it's good. I need to watch.
Mm.
My mom said, when I'm eating, I can watch this. So I will watch it.
Right.
It's us who are making habituated to them.
Right.
We are making them at one point, and at one point when they go to extreme, and we are the ones complaining. Okay, my child watch always phones,
Mhm.
always this. We are the ones introduced them. No,
Introducing,
so
right?
we
I
are the
agree.
ones introduced. So
Right.
how can we blame children just because they are watching? It's not their mistake. It's us. We should have not. When
Right.
we showed them this gadget is only for the information sake, it's only necessary when it is required.
Right.
When my mom talks upon it, she put it aside. She
Mm.
don't go about it. She cooks. The kid observes how I cook, what I do, what while working, how I behave. So now, okay, that gadget is only for information sake. Whenever it is necessary, then only we need to touch. If not,
Right.
we don't need to.
Right. Right.
So that information we need to give, but instead we are introducing them to them because no, we are very vexed about you have to keep food, we have to feed means that's the biggest thing they engage mainly that 1.5 year age to 2.5 years until they
Right.
turn 3 years old. It's the biggest headache. One
Right.
and a half year till 1.5 year, okay, fine, but after 1.5 year, they get exposed to a lot of things,
Yeah. True.
different kinds of foods. Now they become so to make them eat healthy food. That's the thing.
Right.
But the same food, if they are able to, the parents are able to make them sit at the table, at this table, and when they are playing, they watch. We feel that they are playing, they are not watching, but they'll watch. They'll see, but even while watching TV or watching mobiles, they look at what I'm doing.
Mm.
As a mother, okay, my mom is watching and she's eating. So this is right. This is okay. Now, when they see the same mother who is not watching, she is just praying before eat. She's eating by, she's not even talking. Okay, mom is eating without even watching phone. I mean, we should eat that way. I will eat that same way. Maybe
Mm.
initially they might not have, but later on, when they get exposed to foods, they get exposed to taste, they will be starting to do with that.
Right.
So here it's us who are going to introduce and everything. We have to change.
Right. So in real life, is it possible to completely be stress free during
See,
pregnancy, or what are the practical ways to reduce stress?
one thing, becoming stress free is not at all possible.
Right.
It is not possible. And the little amount of stress is very good. In fact, if we don't feel that stress, we will not complete our work on time. It
Right.
will become like,
Good
you
stress
will
is
become,
really
yeah,
important. Right.
good little stress is important. But certain dragging that stress too long is not correct. It's like, you cry for something. You felt some, you felt bad about something, or you felt hurt about something, and you start crying. And I say, okay, you cry, fine, but make sure you cry so much that you will, even after some time when you stop crying, after you stop crying for this reason, next time if the same situation arise, or if you remember this kind of situation, you should not cry. That much you cry now and release it.
Mm.
Once and for all, you release it. Don't sit with it. Okay, now I cry today sometime, tomorrow I'll cry sometime. Tomorrow I'll say for the same reason I'll cry again. No, don't do that. Don't drag that stress. You want to release, you release it. Cry for once and let it go heartfully. You cry out, you shout, you do whatever you want. You
Mm.
just write it out, but let go of it.
Right.
Don't carry that stress again and again and again, then don't repeat. That repetitive stress is going to affect you.
Right.
Small kind of stress, that you felt, you let it go. Somehow you rotate, or you through healing or through cry, you let it go and you left it. That won't affect your baby, or you that won't affect you much. But
Right.
when you carry it, when you drag that stress each and every day, you drag it until your whole lifetime, that stress you're carrying, that burden is going to be on our
It,
body
right.
with us. So
Right.
that is going to affect in a long term. The
Right.
short term stress is not going to affect. And also, it is very important how fast you are reverting back, becoming normal by releasing it. That
Right.
is also very important.
Very important. So, what are
Yes.
the practical steps to, reduce stress?
So, to first understanding the situation. Most of us forget about situation. Once the situation happens, we think about situation happened, that problem happened, that came to me only, this is the only we will think. But there is something called why
Mm.
did it happen in the first place? Understanding that problem, understanding that situation, the universe is asking us to learn
Right.
the same pattern, becoming, because universe is asking to learn something and we are not doing it.
Right.
That's the thing. So why that situation came in the first place? Think about that situation. How did it start? When did it start? Why did it start? When you journal, this will become very clear.
Clear. Right.
Okay, now you understand that, and now you have the, you know everything. You know the problem, what problem you have, and you will understand what actually happened. Why did it come? When did it come? When has it started? And now the outcome will be very beautiful. You don't need to stress out. Later on, if you have the same kind of situations arise, it will be like cake. Okay, you don't even feel stress. What is it?
Right.
It's okay.
Yeah.
What is it? It's okay. We will feel only, it's okay, light. We can.
Right. Right.
Right?
Right.
So this is very important. Understanding the situation. Don't sit with the situation and say, okay, why did it come to me only? Why not for others? Why this problem came to me only? Don't question the problem.
Right.
Try to understand that.
What traditional practices or rituals do Indian grandparents follow during the early stages of pregnancy?
During the early stages of pregnancy, very important, one sanskara, that is Pumsavana. Pumsavana Sanskara. We have 16 rituals from life till death. In everyone's life, the after taking birth and till we end our lives, we have 16 rituals to follow. First is Garbhadana and Garbhasanskar.
Okay.
First is those two. And second one is Pumsavana. This ritual we will practice at
Mm-hmm.
third month of our pregnancy. Usually they say they determine the sex.
Okay.
No, we can choose sex, male or female, and that's not it. That is not actually it. It is the ritual where we gather, we do some puja, we do some homa and all for the safety of the baby and mother, about their physical health and mental health, their strength. Throughout this pregnancy, they should be very healthy, they should grow together very good, their vibration should be very positive. For this purpose, we do Pumsavana Sanskara.
Okay.
And this Pumsavana Sanskara will be done in a very, very high concentrated vibrational way, because that is when the baby's heart starts to form. And here in Vedic rituals, this is very important because when the heart starts beating, that means that is the stage where the soul enter that fetus body.
Right.
That is why the heartbeat starts. So that is why this Pumsavana Samskara is very important ritual. This is very good one.
Okay. So now, like, what is the role of a father during the pregnancy?
See, emotional strength mother will give. And also, intelligence, wisdom, knowledge mother will give. But here, father will give the strength, the confidence, how to face this world. That is what father gives. Every day, along with mother, father needs to speak to child. Father needs to share stories.
Mm.
We are so happy to welcome you. Me and mom are very happy, Nana. There are a lot of fathers. You can go through on YouTube also. The fathers who speak continuously, throughout 9 months after giving birth, when mother is, on the bed taking rest, when the baby is crying, just by listening to father's voice, the baby becomes calm, very calm, and it's been proven until today. Now there are so a lot of mothers, even during pregnancy, Garbhsanskara, father used to come and speak to them. And
Mm.
now the child who are actually there, they are their children are very adapted to their father,
Mm.
very very
Because they felt the
attached.
connection
They
during
felt
the
that
9 months.
connection, the bonding will be. It's not
Right.
like mothers complete role is only mothers. But if you want your child to be very confident, want to face this world very confidently with emotional strength and with all the faith and all, you have to speak. The father has to speak every day. Yes.
So,
And also father directly influences mother's emotions because he has to take care of mother.
right,
When mother is happy, baby is going to be happy. If
right.
you as a father,
As a
yeah, wife
husband,
is
take care
saying,
of the wife.
take care
Right.
of how he take care of mother, it
Mm.
influences directly baby.
Mm.
So you directly and indirectly influence your baby in many areas.
Is there any specific like meditation practice or pranayama or yoga practice that a couple must do?
Yes, pranayama, visualization, meditation. These two couple has to do. And also when it comes to yogasanas, like initially I told you, every trimester is very crucial in its own way. Every month, every week is very crucial in its own way. So first trimester, certain asana should not be done.
Mm.
Second trimester, certain asanas should not be done. And third trimester, labor time, labor increases. So they have to understand the labor management, how pranayama techniques help them to, naturally deliver their baby without pain, so much pain, and all. And also, it also differs when it comes to certain health conditions, twin pregnancies. They should
Mm.
not do all yoga practices. So
Okay.
like this, it it breaks and it will be like in we can say this thing should be done, this thing should not be done. There are certain things, and here like pranayama is very mostly different, and also yogas.
Okay. Okay. So thank you so much, Ramya. Like this session has been so informative and such an eye opener for me, and I'm sure that for so many women out there. So thank you so much for being here and sharing such beautiful insights on this very wonderful yet such like went away from us. So thank you so much.
First of all, I thank you, Kosha, because this is really the great information that need to be known for every woman. Every woman should know about this, and it will be great for whoever planning pregnancy, and we are just helping. You're not just helping, taking this podcast or anything, but you are helping so many women know what they need to do in their crucial and most important phase of their life journey.
Right.
And choosing me to speak about this wonderful thing is a really heartfelt thanks from my side, and thank you so much.
Thank you.